Understanding Roman civilizations through the legacy offers a fascinating exploration into the enduring impact of one of history's most influential societies. As one of the most powerful civilizations of antiquity, Rome's legacy extends far beyond its physical remnants, from governance structures to architectural marvels, from legal systems to cultural traditions. The impact of Rome transcends time and space. In this educational video, we'll delve into the multifaceted legacy of Roman civilization, assessing its enduring influence from both Islamic and conventional perspectives. The background of Rome. Rome was established around 625 BC in the regions of Etruria and Latium, possibly in response to Etruscan invasion. It underwent significant unification around 600 BC, marking its emergence as a city-state. Periods of kings. This era saw Rome under the rule of 6 kings, experiencing military and economic advancements. It witnessed territorial expansion, military strength, and the development of the Roman constitution. As for Republican Rome, Rome transitioned to a republican form of government in 510 BC, with power held by senators and equestrians. The establishment of the 12 tables in 451 BC standardized Roman laws. Rome's expansion continued, culminating in dominance over the Italian peninsula and Mediterranean through the Punic Wars. Imperial Rome. With the rise of Augustus in 31 BC, Rome entered its imperial phase. This period saw peace, prosperity, and vast expansion, reaching its zenith at AD 117. The empire split into eastern and western factions in AD 286. The Western Empire faced invasions and was eventually sacked in AD 455, leading to its fall in AD 476. Meanwhile, the Eastern Roman Empire persisted as the Byzantine Empire until AD 1453. Let's start with some context on the religious legacy. So Rome's conversion to Christianity has left an incredible mark on the world. In the early centuries of the Roman Empire, Christianity was a minority religion often facing persecution. As for the early beliefs and influences, Roman religion initially centered around animistic beliefs, attributing spirits to natural phenomena and ancestors. The Capitoline Triad, featuring Mars, Quirinus, and Jupiter, symbolized early Roman reverence for war, protection, and supreme authority. Due to the presence of Greek colonies on the Lower Peninsula, the Romans adopted many of the Greek gods as their own. Greek colonization introduced anthropomorphic deities, reshaping Roman gods to embody human traits while maintaining ritualistic adherence over individual beliefs. As there was strict adherence to a rigid set of rituals, that was far more significant, thereby avoiding the hazards of religious zeal. The Roman Pantheon, also known as the temple that was dedicated to the 12 gods and to the living sovereign, that showed their power of the emperors and their divine authority. For example, Jupiter, as the sky god and king of the gods, held sway over weather, natural forces, and wielding thunderbolts as warning. Juno, Jupiter's wife and sister, symbolized feminine virtues and childbirth, reflecting both divine and maternal aspects. Minerva, born from Jupiter's head, evolved from a patroness of crafts to a goddess of wisdom, war, and commerce, embodying diverse roles. Mars, revered as god of war, inspired Roman commanders and remained a central figure in military rituals. However, Roman religion was challenged. Judaism and Christianity diverged from Roman polytheism, rejecting worship of Roman gods and temples. Christian persecution intensified under Roman emperors like Nero and Diocletian. Persecution grew, and Christian churches were burnt, all of which lasted during Diocletian's rule, or known as the Emperor in the East, ending in the Great Persecution. Too many Christians breached the Pax Tudorum, or Peace of the Gods. Finally, under Diocletian's successor, Emperor Constantine, Christianity would finally receive recognition in the Edict of Milan in 313 CE. Emperor Constantine's conversion marked Christianity's ascent to prominence, leading to its eventual dominance and the decline of traditional Roman religion. As for Christianity's influence today, Christianity's enduring impact extends beyond religious spheres, shaping modern cultural norms and practices. The legacy of Roman religion persists in Western civilization that is evident in the language, calendar, and celestial nomenclature. Despite the fall of Roman Empire, Christianity's resilience underscores its enduring relevance and societal significance.
Now let us talk about the political legacy of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire's centralized administration was a key factor in its longevity and stability. The emperor held supreme authority, supported by a vast bureaucracy that managed day to day affairs across the empire. This centralized structure enabled swift decision making, efficient resource allocation, and effective management of the diverse territories under Roman rule. Next, administrative divisions. Provinces were the primary administrative units of the Roman Empire. each governed by a provincial governor appointed by the emperor. These governors were responsible for collecting taxes, maintaining order, and implementing imperial policies within their respective provinces. The division of the empire into provinces facilitated local governance and allowed for the incorporation of diverse cultures and peoples into the Roman system. Third, legal system. The Roman legal system was one of the most enduring contributions of the empire. It was characterized by its emphasis on fairness, consistency, and the protection of individual rights. Roman law was codified in the Corpus Juris Civilis under Emperor Justinian I, which served as the basis for legal systems in medieval and early modern Europe. Concepts such as equality before the law, the presumption of innocence, and the right to a fair trial were foundational principles of Roman law that continue to influence legal systems worldwide. Impact on governance. The Roman Empire's political structure and administrative practices served as a model for subsequent empires and states. European monarchies, for example, adopted elements of Roman governance, including centralized authority and bureaucratic administration. The Roman concept of citizenship, which granted certain rights and responsibilities to free inhabitants of the empire, influenced the development of citizenship laws and political participation in later societies. Next, continuation of institutions. Despite the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD, many Roman institutions persisted in various forms in successor states. The Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, preserved elements of Roman governance, including the Senate and imperial bureaucracy. In Western Europe, institutions such as feudalism emerged but retained vestiges of Roman administrative practices. The Church, inheriting some administrative functions from the Roman state, played a significant role in governance during the medieval period. Symbolism and ideology. Symbols of Roman power, such as the eagle and the laurel wreath, continued to be used by subsequent rulers to legitimize their authority. For example, the Holy Roman Emperors adopted Roman imperial imagery to assert their position as successors to the Roman Emperor. Roman political ideology, rooted in concepts of civic duty, patriotism, and loyalty to the state, influenced political thought in later periods. Renaissance thinkers drew inspiration from Roman political philosophy, leading to a revival of interest in republicanism and civic virtue.
The Roman Empire stands as one of the most influential civilizations in history, leaving an indelible mark on Western civilization and beyond. Its cultural legacy encompasses a wide array of domains, including law, language, architecture, literature, and more. Roman achievements in governance, engineering, and military strategy laid the groundwork for modern societies, while their artistic and intellectual contributions continue to inspire and captivate. Furthermore, the Islamic world played a pivotal role in preserving and expanding upon Roman knowledge, fostering advancements in fields such as medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. This brief exploration seeks to delve into the enduring cultural legacy of the Roman Empire, examining its impact on Western civilization and its continued relevance in contemporary society. Language, literature, and architecture. Latin, the language of the Romans, has left an indelible mark on many modern languages, particularly those of the Romance language family, such as French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian. Roman literature, including works by authors such as Virgil, Cicero, and Ovid, continues to be studied and admired for its depth and sophistication. Roman architecture, characterized by grandiose structures such as aqueducts, amphitheaters, temples, and roads, has influenced architectural styles throughout history. The enduring durability of Roman engineering, including techniques such as the use of concrete, arches, and domes, can be seen in structures from the Pantheon in Rome to modern skyscrapers. Islamic preservation and development. So, Islamic scholars preserved and further developed Roman knowledge, particularly in fields such as medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. During the Islamic Golden Age, which spanned from the 18th century to the 14th century, Muslim scholars translated many Greek and Roman texts into Arabic, preserving them for future generations. And additionally, Islamic scholars made significant advancements in fields such as algebra, astronomy, and medicine, building upon the foundations laid by the ancient civilizations like Rome. Art and literature. Roman art and literature drew heavily from Greek influences, but also developed its own distinctive style. Roman literature, including works by authors such as Virgil, Cicero, and Ovid, continues to be studied and admired for its depth and sophistication. Roman art, encompassing sculptures, mosaics, and frescoes, often depicted scenes of everyday life, mythology, and historical events. Religion. The Roman Empire played a crucial role in the spread of Christianity. Initially persecuted, Christianity eventually became the official religion of the empire under Emperor Constantine in the 4th century CE. The Roman Catholic Church, with its center in Rome, became one of the most powerful religious institutions in the Western world, shaping both religious and secular aspects of European culture. Urban planning and infrastructure. Roman cities were marvels of urban planning, featuring grid layouts, public baths, forums, and sewage systems. The infrastructure built by the Roman facilitated trade, communication, and the movement of people throughout the empire, contributing to economic prosperity and cultural change. Military traditions. The Roman military was renowned for its discipline, organization, and strategic skills. Roman military tactics and innovations, such as the manipular formation and the siege warfare techniques, influenced military strategies for over centuries. Legacy of imperialism. The Roman Empire's expansion and imperialism left a lasting imprint on the territories it conquered, influencing languages, cultural, and societal structures across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. The legacy of Roman imperialism continues to shape geopolitical dynamics and cultural identities in regions formerly under the Roman rule. In conclusion, the cultural legacy of the Roman Empire is vast and far-reaching, touching nearly every aspect of Western civilization. From its contributions to law and governance to its enduring influence on language, architecture, and literature, Rome's impact remains palpable today. Moreover, the preservation and development of Roman knowledge by Islamic scholars during the Golden Age further enriched humanity's intellectual heritage. As we continue to study and appreciate the achievements of the Roman Empire, we gain deeper insights into our own cultural identity and the enduring connections that bind us to the past.
Hi, did you know that the Roman economy was a spectacular contribution to the ancient world? A complex system where trade, currency, and taxation were the pillars of prosperity. It was an empire that built its wealth on the principles of resource management and strategic conquest. Markets flourished, roads connected to distant lands, and Roman coins became the standard, facilitating trade across continents. The early Islamic Caliphate system inherited and adopted a robust economic system by the Romans. The Islamic world, this emphasis on trade and scholarship, found resonance in the Roman legacy. The adoption of the Roman coinage system and trade routes by the Islamic world catalyzed an era of unrivaled economic growth which supported the Islamic Golden Age. Today, I've been given the opportunity to present to you all Roman coins and dinars. that were adopted by the Islamic world from the Romans. And these coins are more than just currency. They are a symbol of a complex economic system, as I've mentioned, and they transcended borders nonetheless, influencing the Islamic Golden Age and more. The Islamic world greatly benefited from the Roman trade networks. The early Islamic caliphates expanded upon these networks, facilitating trade across other Islamic societies and beyond. The use of Roman coinage, such as the dinar, was adopted and became a staple in Islamic trade. Rome's extensive trade networks and the use of currency such as the denarius laid the groundwork for a global economy. The Rome model of commerce, with its emphasis on roads, ports, and standardized currency, influenced the development of trade systems in Europe and the Mediterranean. Therefore, the Roman trade system set a precedent for future global trade practices, influencing the economic policies and commercial strategies of modern nations. Islamic economic thought was influenced by Roman legal traditions which emphasized the rule of law and property rights. The Islamic Golden Age saw the assimilation of these ideas, which were then adapted to fit Islamic principles. Roman law, particularly the concepts of civil rights and legal contracts, became the foundation of Western legal systems. The Roman approach to governance and law has been emulated and adapted throughout the history, shaping modern legal frameworks. Therefore, Roman legal principles continue to influence contemporary legal systems, with many countries adopting aspects of Roman law in their own constitution and legal codes. The Islamic world admired and emulated Roman engineering prowess, particularly in urban planning and architecture. The layout of Roman cities with a focus on public spaces and utilities influenced the development of Islamic urban centers. Roman infrastructure, such as roads, aqueducts, and public buildings, set standards for urban development. These engineering feats facilitated not only economic growth but also the cultural and social cohesion of the empire. All in all, the Roman approach to infrastructure has had a lasting impact on urban planning and public works, with many modern cities reflecting the Roman emphasis on functional and enduring construction. To sum up, the economic legacy of the Roman civilization, viewed through the Islamic and conventional lenses, has a profound and lasting impact on subsequent societies. The principles of trade, law, and urban development that were established during the Roman times continue to influence our world today, demonstrating the timeless relevance of Roman economic thought.
In conclusion, the legacy of the Roman Empire is multifaceted, spanning political, economic, cultural, and religious realms. Politically, the empire's transition from republic to autocracy left a mark on governance structures, influencing subsequent systems of centralized authority. Economically, Rome's vast network of trade routes and standardized currency facilitated commerce and economic integration across diverse regions. Culturally, the Roman Empire's contributions are immeasurable, from its architectural marvels to its enduring literary and artistic heritage. Religious legacy is equally profound, as the adoption of Christianity as the state religion transformed the religious landscape of Europe and beyond. From an Islamic perspective, the legacy of the Roman Empire holds significance as well. Islamic civilization inherited and built upon many aspects of Roman knowledge, particularly in fields such as science, medicine, and philosophy. The interaction between Islamic and Roman civilizations facilitated the exchange of ideas, contributing to the intellectual flourishing of both cultures. In essence, the legacy of the Roman Empire resonates through the annals of history, shaping the course of human civilization in profound ways. Its impact extends far beyond the boundaries of its once vast empire, leaving an enduring imprint on the fabric of our global society.